There are many, many things that one will do that is good for them. And then there are many, many things one will do that is not good for them at all. Hey there, this is Elegant Granny. I am back. I am back today because today I'm going to separate my hair. I do this every evening, so you'll see me doing this every evening when I come home from work. Separate my locks and I'm gonna do a talk. So anyway, today I'm going to disclose the 3 top mistakes that I made after a life of abuse. So yeah, I'm telling on myself. Let me take these off. And so today I want to talk about 3 of those things that I had a struggle with. And for people who know me, like know me, I have my lip balm all over my face instead of just on my lips. Oh my goodness. But anyway, people who know me, they know that these things here, especially the first 2 that I'm going to talk about, they know that's part of my personality. I've always been that way. So for me to now disclose I had issues with it as I was healing from a life of abuse, yeah, I'm going to disclose it. So anyway, number 1, the first one is I wasn't planning anything. Anyone who knows me knows I am a planner. I plan absolutely everything, like every part of my life. Like I have so many, I don't have any of them near me right now. I have so many planners. Like I plan everything. Almost every area of my life is planned. I don't do anything on a whim. The only time I do anything on a whim is if it's like a crisis or an emergency, something like that happening, because life does happen and there are some things that you cannot plan for. But for the most part, what I can control is what I plan. I don't worry about what I can't control. That I don't plan. Now, I do, like, for instance, okay, sidebar. I do, for instance, like in the trunk of my car, I keep like a homemade first aid kit, like things I feel like I need in case, there's an emergency, somebody needs something like a band-aid, or we need some hydrogen peroxide to fix a wound, some bandages or something like that. But what I mean is like planning out my week, all of the things that I need to do and take care of for the week, and things I need to do for the day, you know, future planning, things that I need to look forward to doing um, in the next 3 to 6 months. You know, I normally plan by each quarter. That's how I normally plan. That's how I normally plan. And so I just didn't do that. I did not do that. So, what I did to correct that, I want to talk about that too. What I did to correct that, I ended up finding someone on YouTube, and her name is Elena, and she is The Organized Money. That is her YouTube channel, The Organized Money. I found her, and I used her as a mentor to help me planning, because oh my gosh, she is wonderful when it comes to this. She really is. She is so wonderful. Her ideas, it's like, okay, I don't do things exactly like she does, but when she talks about how one area of your life, it sparks something in my psyche, like, hey, it would work for you if you did it like this. And so I may do that particular thing, but I may do it, set it up a different way. Or sometimes that might not be like the most important factor. That may be something I consider like if that was in an emergency, I would plan for that. But just on the ordinary, I wouldn't plan for it because people's lives are a little bit different. And so that was mistake number one, is not planning. And what happened was I was always forgetting my appointments. I was always well, I didn't really forget them. I forgot them, but I would be just pushing it. And people who know me know I do not like to rush. I do not like to rush at all. It bothers me to my soul to have to rush. I love getting somewhere and I'm anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes early. That's me. I can deal with that. But if I'm pushing it and it's like, okay, I have only 5 minutes or I'm going to be late, that bothers me. I cannot stand that. So it put me in that place. And a lot of times because I plan on what time I need to leave the house so I can get there at a good time. And I was finding myself always leaving late. I did not like that. Once I realized I was leaving late, that started a spiral of negative emotions for me because I cannot stand being late at all. So, not planning. And what happened was I became used to not planning because when you live with someone who is very toxic or abusive, you can't do a lot of planning. Put it like this, I could not. I could not do a lot of planning. It's things changed. There will be conversation between us saying that we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And we go through, okay, all the steps or whatever like that. So pretty much when I write down the plan, I'm pretty much saying writing down what we already said. It just may not look like it because to him, the way I write things down was complex because I am a writer by nature. So he's looking for something short and simple. And my mind does not process that way. I write, I literally write down details, like steps. Like if there was like, say for instance, we were going to the mall to pick up two pairs of shoes, pick up something for his son, and then something for our mothers. Okay, the way my brain processes is I have to write down, we are going to the mall. Then under that, I put down, go to such and such, look for two pair of shoes. Go to such and such to pick up gift for son. Go to such and such and such and such, and look at the different prices of these particular things. Ooh, excuse me. That was not right. These particular things for our mothers. And um, I didn't do that, but I'm just giving you an example of how my mind processes. And he just couldn't get it. It would bother him. So, yeah, it just became habit. I am a creature of habit. So, not planning became the new norm for me. So, of course, once we separated and I got away from him and was no longer with him anymore, that became a struggle because like I said, I am a creature of habit. So I had to go through the process of creating healthy habits and healthy routines so that I could get back into planning again. So when I found Elena, who is the business owner of the Organized Money, that was such a win for me. Oh my goodness. Y'all have no idea. It was her. Then also, I found Sarah Cannon of Heart Breathings. She is a young adult fantasy writer. And she does a lot of project management, which is my thing too. I love doing it because I'm always doing different projects. I've been doing stuff like that since I was a little girl. Project management was my thing. And so to not do either one of those things, that was a big chunk of me was gone. Like it was just gone. So anyway, yeah, so now I'm back to doing those things and I can see where it's really, really, really helping because my life was so chaotic without doing that. Now, number two, the second thing that I did not do, I was not tracking my money. That was a serious thing for me. I tracked everything. Pre-marriage, um, my credit score was over 700. And pre-marriage, I didn't have any debts. I just paid my rent. I paid my car insurance because the car was paid for. And I paid my utilities. And I paid my health insurance. That was it. I bought groceries. I did maintenance for the car. Everything about the car was paid for. I just, did regular maintenance to it. And the rest of the money, I was just stacking because I had no need of anything. I wasn't a big shopper. I had clothes. I had everything I needed. I had no need of buying any clothes. Just replace what was old. That was it. That's all I needed to do. And I didn't do that often. If I could still get another use out of it for another season, I kept it. But if it was looking to the point where pretty soon I need to get rid of this, then I made that last season. And then as the season closed out, because the next season they were already having those clothes and things out. So that particular season that I needed the clothes for, I would go ahead and just purchase those things then because they would be on clearance. Everything would be on clearance. And so, yeah, that's how I did it. So I got used to not tracking money when I was married because he took control over it. He was very controlling over the finances, my finances, that is. And yeah, I made up my mind. I was like, you know what? I plan on leaving you anyway. That's just a little bit because I'm not making that much right now. So I wasn't going to worry about it. To me, it wasn't worth putting my life in danger for it. It wasn't. It was not worth it. So I just let it go. And I just let it go. I did. And so afterwards, I got into the habit of tracking. My bookkeeper helped a lot with that. And the lady who helps me with planning, that's my mentor, Elena, she helped with that too because she's an accountant. So having her in my life, having Sarah in my life, and having my bookkeeper in my life, those were really good wins for me. Having those three women in my life, those were really great wins for me because now I'm back to planning. I'm back to tracking my finances. I'm getting out of debt because I don't like debt. Pre-marriage, I was completely out of debt. During the marriage, all the debt came in. So now I am working on getting it out. I don't waste time on thinking about, how I was never in debt until I married him. That's a waste of time and a waste of good energy when I can just go ahead and just get rid of it. That's what I choose to do. Just go ahead and get rid of it. So that's what I do. So the last thing was healing and protecting myself. I would do one or the other. And I was in a session with my spiritual advisor, and she noticed that I would do healing and do my healing work, or I would do my protecting myself work, my protection work. But she never saw where I was doing both simultaneously. And she caught on to it. And she told me, this is why you're struggling in these particular areas, not just the planning and the tracking my money, but different areas of my life. And she was like, you have to do both. You have to do both the healing and the protecting. And I said, okay. So she told me what to do, and I did what she told me to do. And I really appreciate her. I really do. She helped me so much. Oh my goodness, y'all. The people in my life, I'm going to have to do a video on the people who were in my life that helped me get to where I am today, and still helping me to get to where I want to be in the near future. Because these people, oh my goodness, if it wasn't for them, I think there would still be a struggle. I really do believe that. And I have been so fortunate to have such great people to come into my life during this time. So those are the 3 top mistakes that I made, and also what I did to correct them. So the first one was not planning. So I found 2 mentors for that. Not tracking my money. I have a mentor for that. And one of the first mentors helps with that too. And then the healing and protection work. And I have a mentor for that. She's my spiritual advisor, actually. And yes, she gave me a lot of sound wisdom, and I followed it. And if I didn't know what I was doing, I asked questions, But yeah, I did everything. And I did everything they told me to do because that's what I wanted. That was my desire, and that's what I wanted. And now I am seeing the outcome of all of that, and I'm happy. So I'm going to talk to you guys later. I hope this sheds some light for you, because once you come out of a toxic relationship, it can be a little daunting. Some of the things that you would normally do that you no longer were able to do because you were in the relationship, and now you find it as a struggle to work on and do again. Yeah, that you just have to find your people that can help you. I did that, and I'm picky. I prefer to pick my own people. I don't like people picking people for me. I have to, it's like I interview people. I vet them. That's a better word. I vet them. Now, there are some people I interview. My bookkeeper, I interviewed. We met, and we pretty much, I guess you could say, we interviewed one another. We met, we talked, we asked each other a lot of questions, and we've been together ever since. Yes. And I'm quite happy about that. My spiritual advisor, I have no plans of letting her go ever, because she has been the biggest asset for me. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. I appreciate her so very much. Oh my goodness, I really do. But anyway, Granny is going to get off of here. I hope something I said shed some light for you. I really do. And if you need some support, if you would like to talk, you can reach me at my email at yourgrannyforever@gmail.com, or you can go down to the description area and click on the call me button, and you can set an appointment. Find a date and a time that works for you, and we'll talk. Talk to you later.